Number 40. Which value, if any, in each pair corresponds to a faster reaction? Explain your choice. So we're given three different pairs of quantities. And let's talk about each one. So I've copied this information over here on the right. So in A, the EA is 0.10 kilocalories or 1 kilocalorie. Now the EA is the activation energy. That's the barrier that needs to be crossed for reactants to convert into products. If you remember our last problem, we talked about, as you turn reactants into products, you need to get over a barrier, okay? And the height of this barrier is called EA, okay? The higher the activation barrier, the slower the reaction. The smaller the barrier, the faster the reaction. Okay, so here, the smaller the EA, the faster the reaction. So looking at the two activation barriers, this one would be the faster reaction right here. Now B, the equilibrium constant equals 10 or the equilibrium constant equals 0.001. Now, this one we need more information. The equilibrium constant just describes, does the reaction produce more products or does it produce less products? It doesn't tell us how fast it goes. Now, equilibrium constants that are greater produce more products than equilibrium constants that are smaller. So out of these two equilibrium constants, this one, you have more reactants converting into products. You get more products. So I would put that more products. And over here, you would have less products, but it doesn't say anything about how fast the reaction goes. It just kind of tells you how far it goes. Okay, so we do need more information. The reaction rate does not depend on the equilibrium constant. And then for C, the delta H is negative 25 kilocalories per mole, or it's negative 2 kilocalories per mole. Now this one describes how much heat is released. Okay, when the delta H is very negative, lots of heat is released. Okay, in this one, it's not as negative. Less, it still releases a little bit of heat because it's negative, but less heat. Still though, whether or not a reaction is exothermic, the delta H is negative, or if it's endothermic, the delta H is positive, or even how negative it is, the magnitude of these numbers, it doesn't affect the speed of the reaction. We need more information again. The reaction rate does not depend on delta H. I should have said delta H. Right there. Delta H. Okay, it doesn't depend on delta H at all, whether delta H is negative or whether it's positive or if it's very negative or very positive, it doesn't matter. We need more information here again.